Hello, hello. Good evening. It's Dr. Croom, and you know what's happening tonight? It's Monday night. So I am here with our senior pet chat. Da-da-da! Okay, I still need to get a jingle. Any of you out there that do jingles, write songs, you never know when this senior pet chat blows up nationwide and worldwide, you're going to be still making residuals on that little jingle. So let's go. Let's go. All right. So, welcome to our senior pet chat tonight. We are broadcasting not only on Facebook, we are also broadcasting on LinkedIn as well as, okay, Facebook is the personal page and the Dr. Croom Army Vet page. And then we've got LinkedIn as well as YouTube. That's what it was. That's the other one, YouTube. So you can find me on any of those. You can find me on any of those stations, and we are going to be talking about all things senior pets because we love senior pets here. Every veterinarian really probably has a specialty or a certain aspect of the field that they love, and mine is senior pets. I love their grizzled gray faces, their eyes that have seen so much, and we're here to help them. Also, for the fact that I am a holistic veterinarian, that means that I absolutely love it when I'm able to help senior pets and their bodies are able to get back on track and do what they're supposed to do. Okay. So, actually, the topic that we're going to be on tonight has to do with senior pets and their energy levels. That's a huge part of becoming a senior, right? I mean, it's their energy levels. This is a symptom that we can see. And for those of you who have joined so far, I don't see any eyes yet, or maybe I see one eye, or maybe that's me as I'm looking at the other page. But if you are observing right now from any of those channels, let me know, what is the name they give it when your dog has a lack of energy, whether a senior or a younger. There's a certain name we have for that symptom. And what is that? Put that in the chat down below if you know, because if you know, right? You already know that. So we're talking about senior pets and their energy. Now, once we figure out that term we're looking for, that is a symptom that we can find in senior pets: dogs, cats, horses, goats, all pets. As they get up in the years, they start to lose some of their energy. And so, since I don't see anything in the chat just yet, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what the answer is, and it's called lethargy. Also known as your older pet is getting more lethargic. Okay. So, is that you, Amani? Oh. Hey. Welcome, you guys. So I'm here a little bit early tonight because I have one more vet appointment to do. Hi, Imani. And I have one more appointment to do. So I wanted to go ahead and get this in because this is a very, very important part of what we do, which is senior pets. Finding out, more and more people are finding out that I'm doing the senior pet chat, which is amazing. I mean, even out in the streets, it'll be like, hey, Dr. Croom, I heard you do something with senior pets. Yes, I do. And it's not just the senior pet chat, it's also, my services. So you know that you can go straight to drcroom.com to find out what all my veterinary services are. I serve Southwest Michigan, okay? And so I can't reach all of you, but keep in mind that as a holistic veterinarian, I am able to do virtual visits with pet owners outside of Michigan as long as there's no pharmaceuticals. I'm not doing any pharmaceuticals. It's a holistic consultation, and you can get access to that right at drcroom.com. So if you're not in Michigan, never fear. You can still get a hold of the Senior Pet Vet, which is myself, Dr. Croom. So again, welcome. Tonight we're talking about energy levels in dogs, cats, horses, cats. Oh, I said cats already. Well, cats have 9 lives, so they wanted me to stick that in there again. We talked about your senior pet becoming more lethargic. That's dealing with the energy levels, right? And one of the things with senior pets and senior pet owners is that oftentimes we see, okay, Fluffy's gotten slowing down a little bit. That's just because he's a senior, and it might not be. If you are giving everything that nutritionally to your pet, to your senior pet, and he's having, annual checkups to make sure everything's okay, getting that blood work done at least once a year is usually a really important part of a senior, pet panel when you go into the veterinarian office, okay? So make sure you're doing that, because lethargy and that overall slowing down of your senior pet may or may not be just normal. It may not be normal. And so we get in there, we do that blood work, and we see if maybe there are some underlying disease processes, because that can be the case. Now, there are some simple things that you can do to make sure that your senior pet's energy levels don't wane and are not due to some other things. And some of them are really simple, and they have to do with nutrition. One is you can change it up. Have you been giving the same food, for years, kibble, and now you're like, okay, well, he's just slowing down. Try changing it up a little bit. Maybe give some raw cooked food, right? Or maybe start giving some vegetables that she likes in the food. Mix it up a little bit. Get some extra energy in there, okay? So nutrition is usually right at the top of the list to say, hey, let's see what we can do to affect and improve my senior pet's energy levels, okay? So that's really, really important. Another thing is the water bowl. So we're still right here in the kitchen. We're still talking about things nutritionally that you can do yourself as a senior pet owner. That water bowl, hugely important, because those disease processes that could be taking place in the senior pet are often due to or exacerbated by dehydration. That's right. As a matter of fact, just had a senior patient the other day who I, went out there, hung up a line, gave fluids to, and the owner let me know just today that puppy is feeling a lot better, and some of the symptoms that she was dealing with were decreased. So something very simple that you can do to really re-energize your pup, your cat, even your goat, right? You always think goats have energy, all this energy, but they can get bogged down too with lethargy, is to check that hydration status. Make sure that water bowl is clean and sanitized each day and is full of water. We don't need those kidneys, petering out on us as senior dogs. That can, create whole other problems if we let those kidneys shrivel down. So we don't want that, okay? Something else you can do on your own is the exercise, the amount of exercise. Now, if you've been noticing that, your dog, when he was, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, or your cat was zipping around the house at those younger years, and now it's like, don't really want to go as far on the walks anymore, don't really want to, have that energy to go all the way around the block. I've heard some of my clients say that they've seen an active change in their pet, where dog always wanted to go, all the way, 2 miles. And now the dog, maybe in his senior years, is more like, okay, either we'll sit right down and say no more, or may only go to a certain level and then be obviously looking to go back home. Okay, so some of the things we talked about already that you can do to re-energize your senior pet, you can make sure that food that you're giving is, change it up a little bit. If you've been giving the same cat food or you've been giving the same dog food to your pet and now they're slowing down and more lethargic, change it up a little bit. Put some vegetables, maybe some fruits, for the dog in there, keeping in mind that in the wild, they did have access to fruits and vegetables, certain ones, right? So you don't want to forget that and assume that kibble is giving all the nutrition. It's absolutely not. You already know from the times I've talked to you before that one of the things for the dogs anyway to increase their energy level is the multivitamin. Straight up. I'm probably going to mention my multivitamin every single time I get on here, because if you come through my veterinary clinic and you have a senior dog, I'm going to be recommending this. Absolutely 100%. It's got vitamin A through Z, magnesium, zinc. It's got potassium, calcium, all those things your dog is going to need. And you can find those right on my website. Okay. So that's really, really important for your energy levels for your senior pets. Another thing, here's something that is still on the natural side, but you might need me to come to the house to do, okay? And that's vitamin B, okay? So we got a vitamin B injection. Who can put in the chat, what are some of the things that vitamin B does and helps in the body? Let me know if you are with me. And if you, let me see, I see some comments over here. Hi, Imani. Hi, Robert. Hey there, Calvert. It's great to see you guys tonight on the Senior Pet Chat. Okay, so Imani, you put that they're the building blocks of the body. Lots of B's there, girlfriend. Yes, vitamin B is definitely building blocks of the body. I'm telling you, I can't think of one bodily system that doesn't need vitamin B, okay? So, if you come to my clinic and your dog is losing energy, your cat is losing energy, your, bearded dragon is losing energy, I might recommend that we come and give some vitamin B12, right? We might put that into the fluid bag, hang a drip, and let those fluids get into your senior pet's body and energize them. Now, vitamin B12, it has a reddish color. And so one thing that we always have to let the client know is that since vitamin B is all natural, the body uses what it needs and gets rid of the rest. So if you do see redness in your pet's urine after having gotten a vitamin B injection, that is absolutely normal. I always let my clients know about that. But you know what? If you're like, hey, Mo, does it work for rabbits too? Absolutely. Yes. Rabbits, not the multivitamin here, but the B12 to increase the energy. Absolutely, it does. And bunnies, small mammals. Something else that I have that's really, really good for the small mammals that is a little different is you may be familiar with the fact that I have my own line of pet CBD. Right? It's the Dr. Croom Army Vet brand. Imani, is there a bottle in there that I can show? Luckily, my daughter's around and she can help. I know we just packaged up. We had a couple orders today of our CBD. It's also inside of several stores here in the Kalamazoo area. Now, I have been reaching out to other pet professionals and even just pet lovers who do appreciate what CBD can do. We know that CBD is not a cure-all, right? We don't say, oh, you got stabbed. Pour the CBD into the stab wound. No, it's not a cure-all for everything, but it absolutely can give your senior pet more energy. You can find any? I can go upstairs. Oh, wait, no. Look, come here. Oh, okay. In that little army bag there? Is there one in there? Gotta be. I hear some jingles. I'm live. Could you come on? Say hi.
Hi.
Over here doing all this jingle jangling. Yes, it works for rabbits. If you were talking about the B12 injection that helps see your pets get that energy back up, yes, this can be used for any mammal. Okay. But something else that could be used for a senior rabbit, Mo, that is losing his energy, that is a little more lethargic, that you're like, what's going on? Like, really? Then that's when the CBD can come into play. Now, this again can be found in a couple stores here in Kalamazoo, Sewall's Health Food Store and Natural Health Center. And I am absolutely looking to expand my brand. So if you're looking to potentially become an ambassador for the Dr. Croom Army Vet brand, it is $100 to become an ambassador, because you can't just become an ambassador and say like, okay, I'm going to, represent your brand. No, it's an application process and everyone cannot represent this brand. But if you think you might be one of the ones where you can reach out and find people who are interested in a pet CBD that's actually made by a veterinarian, made by a veteran-owned company, which is Steadfast International, then definitely go to my website, drcroom.com, and there's a form right there that says you want to partner, and we can get into talks, okay? So once you pay that initial fee to become an ambassador for the Dr. Croom Army Vet brand, you're going to get the products that you need to go on and be very successful. And very excited about this program too, because I have a new program manager for our CBD program, Ms. Radhika Rajeshar. You'll be seeing more from her soon. And she works directly with the ambassadors to help you with warm leads. We're looking for vet clinics out there. We're looking for doggy daycares out there that want to carry a CBD product that's safe and healthy for their clientele. And of course, you earn money from that. Okay. So the CBD is very great for that. Now, another thing that we want to talk about, we just said you might want to have Dr. Croom come out to the house and give an injection. Nobody likes a poke, right? You want me to come out and poke your pet? How about instead of doing that, for your dogs anyway, there's a chew that's really tasty. Now, this is my Skin and Coat chew. Guess what this is full of? Guess what vitamin this is full of? I'm going to look in the chat. I tell you every week, both of my parents are teachers, and so that teacher is running deep in my blood. So I ask questions, okay? So who can tell me what vitamin more than likely is found in this Skin and Coat chew? I'm looking in the chat right now. We were just talking about it. Okay, so I'll give it. I don't see it in the chat. So it's vitamin B. Vitamin B, and it's got all the vitamin Bs. Now, you may be familiar with vitamin B, thiamine, niacin, and there's a few others. Those are the B vitamins, and those are so crucial to your senior pet, okay? So this is, Mo, hey, you said B, hey. Hey, good evening, Hoovie. How you doing? Great to see you all tonight. Yes. Okay. So maybe instead of getting this injection of B12, right? Instead of having your dog be poked by Dr. Croom, you can take a look at my Skin and Coat chews. These are chock full of B vitamins, all the B vitamins. And this is what's going to help your senior pet's immune system be boosted. Okay. So let me just show you this. Now, this goes right hand in hand with the multivitamin that I already showed you. Go ahead, go to the website, pick it up. Don't hesitate, okay? You're getting this information directly from a holistic veterinarian. Like, where else would you go, right? Who else is going to give you the goods, right? I am. So let me see if I have a link to show you where you can go to get that. Boom, there it is. Okay, so if you're interested in what I was saying earlier, we talked about the multivitamin. We know senior pets start to get more lethargic and they're kind of like slogging around a little bit. We already said maybe change up their food, start adding fruits and vegetables, and make sure that water bowl is cleaned out daily and full of fresh water so those senior kidneys don't shrivel up and start to cause dehydration. But in addition to that, you want to boost their immune system, boost their energy levels with a multivitamin. This is only for the dogs, okay? But then also we talked about boosting their energy with B12. This is just B12, but this skin and coat has all the B vitamins, plus your dog's going to eat them right up. Get the link that you see right now. Go to the website, check it out. What are you going to lose, right? When you have holistic products, that's one of the reasons I love being a holistic vet. Chances are that what you give your pet that is holistic is not going to hurt them. The only possibility really is that it may not help because every pet's body is different. But I have had really great testimonials on all of my supplements. And so you need to go ahead and check out the website, okay? In addition to supporting your pet, you will be supporting my business, which is, like I said before, a service-disabled, veteran-owned business, and I appreciate your support, okay? So one final thing that I wanted to mention on the senior pet side of the house is that the gut. The gut is the second brain. You probably know that already. If you're into the holistic lifestyle, you already know that the gut, whether it's our human gut or whether it's our pet's gut, the stomach is the second brain. Whatever's going on with that gut, in your intestines and your stomach, it's going to broadcast outside of the body, right? You got skin issues, right? Whether it's our skin on our face, right? We get zits and all kind of thing. More than likely, it's what we're putting into our gut. Same thing for the senior pets. Why is my dog's skin flaky and itchy? Why are there little bumps? Why is there redness? Why is there, why is all this happening all of a sudden? Please start with your pet's gut. Okay, please, please, please start with your pet's gut. And one of the best ways to do that is with my probiotic. Okay, this is something that is good for not only when you're going and actively having problems, right? Yes, if they're constipated or if they have the diarrhea, right? Or if they're vomiting and doing all kinds of weird things with their gut, they're not eating as well. Try the probiotic first, unless it's an emergency. Now, if it's an emergency, please go to your veterinarian. Okay, you see any blood coming from any of the sides, you feel like there's a blockage or something like that within the gut, right? Emergency situations, go to the vet. But outside of that, for in between vet visits, for maybe things that are going on chronically, this probiotic is also amazing for chronic ear infections in your dog. Have you been to the vet again and again? You get the antibiotic. Okay, it clears up. Yay! 3 weeks later, scratching at it again. Maybe there's yeast in there as well as the bacteria, and the probiotic is a killer of yeast. Okay? It's a killer of yeast. That's what you want. That link down there, we talked about the multivitamin. That is good for any dog, but definitely your senior dogs, right? Throw that right in their food bowl. They're going to eat it, or they'll just take it from you like a treat. Sometimes, we have a little bit of an overweight situation in some of our senior dogs, right? And maybe we're kind of extrapolating love that we want to show for giving them treats, too many treats maybe, right? I had a client who gave a lot of peanut butter treats to their senior dog. And I can see it. I see it all the time. I know that it's love that is being transmitted from that pet owner to that pet. But listen to what I'm saying. If you can exchange those high fat treats, right, for a treat that tastes and looks and smells like a treat, right, but is still a vitamin, why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you do it? Okay, use the link, check it out, and support your pet in that way, whether it's with the multivitamin, the skin and coat with all those B vitamins for energy, or if your digestive support, which is the gut, is that second brain. Okay, so yes, thank you. everyone who chimed in. I see over here in the chat that, Mo, you had given out the B vitamins. You were definitely listening. Ting, 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 ching, ching, ching. Mr. Robert Crazy Air Holmes, you said vitamin B, although you put E as well, and you were right. The skin and coat does have the B vitamins, but it also has vitamin E. Those dogs that have the flaky, dry skin, maybe little lesions on the skin, right? I know a lot of times my pit bull clients, their dogs have, issues with the skin. Frenchies, Shar-Peis, any of the dogs that have wrinkles and, bacteria gets into those little grooves and everything, this is the one for you, okay? Well, thank you, Michelle Miller. I appreciate that. And thank you, Mo, for sharing. It looks like you tagged someone in there. Let me see, Sue. Okay, Sue Killingsworth. Hey, you also said vitamin B. Woo, woo! You are on it. Let's see. Hello. What should you do if your puppy eats grapes? Regularly or just ate a grape? Like, did they eat a whole bunch of grapes? Did they eat one grape? Or are you saying they like grapes and you're giving them grapes? I'm assuming you're saying your puppy accidentally got a grape and ate a grape. And for that, if it didn't just happen at, 7:00, it's 7:33 now. If it didn't just happen at 7, then I'm sure they're fine by now. But just in general, some of the things that you could do for that, Hallow, would be you could potentially give a little bit of hydrogen peroxide. Wait, hydrogen peroxide? Hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide? Oh my God. And like a little teaspoon of it, right? And you do this in conjunction with, your vet, or if you're reaching out to someone. If you're reaching out to us, we would give you this, based on your pet's size and all of those things. But hydrogen peroxide is one of those materials that you can use at home that will create a vomiting situation. So if your animal just ate a grape, just ate raisins, ate chocolate, what with cannabis being legal in a lot of states now, that has been on the rise too, where pets have gotten into their owner's stash. So let's keep it real here, right? Any of those things, if it happens within a shorter period of time, then that's the perfect time to try to cause and induce vomiting. And hydrogen peroxide is it hydrogen peroxide? I don't know why I keep, it is? Oh my God. And then another thing is the charcoal. You've probably heard of that, activated charcoal. Something good to have around the house. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to be putting together my puppy first aid kit, senior pet first aid kit, something to have at the house for just those kinds of times. Okay. So activated charcoal it absorbs toxins into it. So this is more so like later on, after it's happened, and there's probably no chance of it coming back up vomit wise, you could potentially give the activated charcoal. They take that in and it absorbs toxins to it, and then of course it will be excreted out. Okay, so that's my answer for you. Hello, you are on the YouTube channel. All right, get excited. I love it when all of my platforms are being utilized. So thank you so much for checking in, Hallow, and please go ahead and subscribe if you're not already over there on YouTube. Okay, so if there are no other questions about senior pets, you know what to do. I put the link up here for you to check out all of my holistic products. You can also go directly to my main website, which is drcroom.com. Easy, huh? You can find everything there. As a matter of fact, if you go into the store there, you will see the Dr. Croom Army Vet CBD. This is what we talked about, can boost the immune system, can boost the energy and overall health of your senior pet. Senior pets can benefit highly from the Dr. Croom Army Vet CBD. I've seen it in a lot of my patients. And you can find all of that right at Dr. Croom. So I don't see any other questions. you can come and check me out every Monday night. I'm going to be here because I love senior pets. Okay. And there's nothing you can do about it. All right. So see you next week. Let me put this up in the chat, or not in the chat, but on the board. Every Monday night, 7:30. We started a little early tonight, though, of course, because I do have a appointment that I'm going to. But definitely tell your friends, any of your family members that you know have senior pets. This is like a freebie. It's like getting to go to the vet for free. You can come and ask questions, and I will definitely direct you in the right direction. Okay? All right. Everyone have a blessed night. And thank you, Hoovie. I appreciate it. My passion is contagious. Thank you. I really do love what I do, though. I feel so blessed every single day to take a breath. And so I have a lot of gratitude, and I try to just show my gratitude more and more. I try to give back in the community. I have my Future Veterinarian program that I do once every Saturday, where I do a free version every Saturday. That's definitely a way for me to give back, trying to get more and more youth of color definitely into the veterinary field. And that's definitely one of my huge, huge visions and missions of my company, Steadfast International. So, all right, I'll see you guys next Monday. Don't forget, on Wednesdays, we also do the 3 Wise Pet Pros. That's not focused specifically on senior pets. That's focused on all the pets, whether they've got hair, scales, tails, whatever they got. We talk about it. And that's every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And you can find us on the 3 Wise Pet Pros page. Okay. Let me see if I have a little banner for that, because those are my business partners, and we got to show everything we've got. 3 Wise Pet Pros. Go right on the Facebook, go right on the Instagram, find the name, and follow us, okay? All right. Senior Pet Chat, signing out. Peace.